Hey, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon, the Celebrity CEO Show. Glad you're here today. I hope your day is going blessed and fantastic. Today, we're going to talk about all things how to use your book to market your business and your brand. We're going to get into it. This is the episode you want to be at, you want to share. You want to tell your family and friends, your mama, your daddy, your Uncle Herman, and everybody in between how you can leverage your book to market your business. If you've never written a book, well, this episode will give you an incentive to write your first book. And if you've written a book or two or three or four or five, as I have, well, you can always do better the next time and even leverage the current book you have with some ideas I'll share today. Welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. I'm Ramon Ray, five-time author, serial entrepreneur, sold 3 companies, a blogger, event producer, motivational keynote speaker, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. And I hope you're doing well today. If you're joining me today and you know you're not feeling so well, I hope that today can be that day where you feel just a little bit better because you're with me today. And you know what? If you are feeling great rather, then I'm glad you can join me in a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon, the Celebrity CEO Show. And you can join me in feeling awesome. So sit back, relax, get ready to take some notes. Share this out and do me a favor, take some pictures of a screenshot if you're watching this on a TV screen. Always love seeing those where it shows up in your home, in your living room, in your office, whatever it may be. And don't forget to comment. Let me know how you enjoyed this episode or what I can do better. And again, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the night, in the evening, doesn't matter. Whether you're watching it live or on demand, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. Let me know how I can serve you better. Let's jump into today's episode. All right, so let me give you a little journey back in history of my relationship with book publishing and more and more and more. So I've published 5 books. The other 2 were self-published. I don't remember them very well. One is here. I published this just recently, and this is the Grow Your Solo Business. And then there was a self-published one I did many years ago, which I'm going to talk about right now. But my first major book published was called Technology Solutions for Growing Businesses. And I did this book in conjunction with the American Management Association, Technology Solutions for Growing Businesses. You can see it here. It's on Amazon. You can go. I think you can even buy a copy right now if you want. Technology Solutions for Growing Businesses. And as you can see, that was done in 2013. There was a precursor to that book, which was done probably about 2012, called Technology Resources for Growing Businesses, my 4th book. So that's one of the book I did back in the day, but it's not about me, but I want to give you some historical context. The other book I worked on and did was this book here, The Facebook Guide to Small Business Marketing. I remember Wiley called me, a publisher, editor there, and said, Ramon, can you partner with us in Facebook? This was back in the day. As you can see there, can't see that far away. Let me see when this book was published. This was published in, usually it says when the book was out, 2013, when Facebook was on the beginning stages of them wanting to get business owners to understand you can leverage Facebook as a tool to advertise your business. This was way back then, 2013. Can you believe it? 2013, 10, 12 years ago, was it? I think if my math should be correct. So that's the book I did. And then recently, I think this is in 2019, my latest book was The Celebrity CEO. Which you can get right now on Amazon.com, The Celebrity CEO. So this is my history of book publishing, book marketing, book writing. And the reason I share this with you today, because if you have not written a book is a great way to build your business, build your brand. And if you have written a book, you can always take your current book and get more out of it. So how do we leverage the power of our book and do more with it? I'm going to talk about a few things today, a few key steps you can do to do that, how you can leverage your book and get it out there and leverage it to build your brand. Because let's keep in mind, if you're in business and you're not making sales, why are we in business? It's the function of business is you have a customer over here that has some need. You have you over here that has some solution to their need, and you marry them together, you sell it at a profit, you're in business. If not, if you're just going snowboarding for your own personal enjoyment, that's called a hobby. If you're giving back to people in your local community, just helping people to read or helping people with their health issues or helping people, giving people coffee, that's great. That's the greater good, but it's not called business. It's not commerce. So be clear on that. So a book is a powerful tool that you can leverage, that you can use to take your business to the next level. And I've done that many, many times. I want to unpack today what I've done and how you can do it too. But first, let me share with you an example. And there's so many examples I have. You can look at the shelves behind me. Many of these are authors who are friends of mine or those who I've gotten to know or just bought their books and they don't know me, and how you can leverage that as well. So Seth Godin, some of you may not know the name. Some of you may know him, one of the most prolific authors of our time. He's written over 20 New York Times bestsellers. Seth Godin has his latest book as This Is Strategy, and I bought several copies. I was in his launch program, invested in him and things of this nature. Hey, Deborah Williams, glad you're here. This is Strategy. But it didn't just have This Is Strategy as the book, and you can see one nugget there. Seth Godin gave people the opportunity to also buy them in bundles and give them away. That's a little nugget in there, and I'll unpack probably that later on in the show. But not only did Seth Godin have the book, but he sent little pieces of chocolate. Let me rephrase that. He sent a chocolate bar with the book and a little message inside. In fact, there's a playing card inside that of some cool people. Seth Godin went all out on his book launch. But not only did Seth Godin do that, he also included a deck of cards with each book. This is Strategy. Now, here's the rub, and here's the thing about this, is that oftentimes most books are not even read. Yes, you should write the book with quality. You should put your whole heart into the book, but oftentimes the book is not read. Sadly, sometimes it is. My friend Mike Michalowicz's book, Profit First, had been read multiple times, but I bet it wasn't read when it was first out. But maybe it was. But as people started talking about how it talked about changed their life, it was read more and more than other subsequent books he's written. Or you have a book by Michael Gerber, The E-Myth, and on and on and on. You have a book like Rocket Fuel or Traction by Gino Wickman. So these are books that have been read cover to cover and have changed people's lives. Hey, Dr. Keith, glad you're here today. But most books are not read, and I want to dive into that today. You should still do a book because it is a calling card, a business card. It is a trampoline for your business brand. Check out Dr. Keith's book, Your Attitude is Your Breakthrough. Come on, Dr. Keith, let's go. Your attitude is your breakthrough. And so I want to touch on that today and unpack that today in the time we have, how you can leverage the power of your book to build your brand. You can see my book, Celebrity CEO. Yes, it's sold very well, but it's a catalyst to share with others, to bring joy and happiness to other people. Two of my coaches, John Lawson and Coach Tiffany Lopez, holding a copy of my book there. Copy of my book here in the hands of an attendee at one of the events I was at. He came up to me with my book in hand and said, Ramon, please sign my book. You have, who's that? Ernie, I think it is, or somebody, not Kermit, Ernie, who has a copy of my book. You can leverage your book to have it with other people in their books. Phil M. Jones' book, Exactly What to Say, one of the most sold books of all time on Audible, I believe it is. And then there's a book here, Rock and Roll With It. So book publishing is important, but don't just stop at book publishing. It's also the power of book marketing and leveraging your book as an asset to grow your business and grow your brand, as Dr. Keith has done. So here's a few things I want to get through, some steps I want to walk you through that you can do to leverage your business card. Leverage your book as a business card is tip one. Ding, 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 ding. Leverage your book as a business card, as a calling card, as our introduction to someone else. This is the power of having a book. It is a calling card. It is an introductory statement. It is a way to get your foot in the door. It's a way to say hello. A book is a reason that people may want to work with you, a reason people may want to talk about you, a reason that people can have some reason to see your brand in their hand and understand who you are. Even if they don't read it, maybe they just see the cover, maybe they just read the back of it, but they're talking about you. It enhances, it elevates your brand in their mind because many people don't even have a book out. And when you do write your first book, you do write a book, I encourage you, I caution you, have the cover done well. Have it look good. Have it laid out well. Have it not having typos in it. Have it look as good as if it was done by a traditional publisher. Number two good reason for a book is the opportunity to get on podcast. When you have a book that comes out, you have a book like this you have here, this gentleman here standing at me holding my book. He maybe is a podcaster. And what a reason to say, hey, Ramon, you've done a book. Great. Let me have you on my show to talk about the book, not to market the book per se. And you're just buy. But he needs content for his podcast. He needs hosts for his podcast. And when you have a book, it gives you an enhanced bit of credibility. So a book is a great opportunity for that to happen, an opportunity to get on podcast. Number 3, it's an opportunity to get on TV or be on the radio. Same principle. You can have something dramatic happening to you, like you landed your plane on the Hudson River, or you were the first person in space, or who knows? You know, you saved a cat from the roof of a burning building that was floating in the middle of the water, and there are crocodiles around you, and you're a hero, yes. Or you're a subject matter expert where most of us fit in at, and you're a subject matter expert. And that's the opportunity that people can feature you and feature your book, because the book showcases what you do and who you are in a bow, in a package. This is the beauty of having your own book. It's a catalyst for growth, a catalyst for marketing. Next thing you can do is use it as multiple blog posts. Having this book, Celebrity CEO, yes, there's the book itself, Celebrity CEO, but within that book are 9 core principles, other principles that you can take and read, but I leverage these as blog posts for my own insight, for my content, for my thought leadership. Check out CelebrityCEO.com. You'll see a lot of that insight there, all from the book. So you can leverage your book as a catalyst for content. Leverage your book as reels, leverage your book as short form video, leverage your book as a YouTube, on your YouTube. Leverage your book as topics for an event. A book should not just live on itself. It should be extended to do more with it. Another thing for your book, are you going on tour? Are you reaching local community? Are you mailing it to your clients? A book is a powerful way to get your brand out more. Don't just let your book, don't just say people got to buy my book. No, as my coach Lamar Tyler talks about, leverage your book as well as a lead magnet generator. Say, hey, I'll give my book to 10,000 people. If each one of those people give me their email. My friend Elaine Pofelt, her book, The $1 Million One-Person Business. She's been on tour with this book all over the place at libraries and chambers and more. You can do the same thing. Your book can be a calling card. It can be a catalyst to help you reach more people. Number 6 is to build your email list ahead of time. Many people have a book, but then I say, well, how are you going to market it? I don't know. Well, I'm not saying you shouldn't do your book unless you have a big list or not. You don't need to do it for that, because you could use your book to grow your list. But man, if you really want to maximize your book, especially if you have an email list, what a great way to engage your email list more. So take the time right now to share content. Take the time right now to share insights. Those of you who want to download my free personal branding blueprint, just go to CelebrityCEO.com, CelebrityCEO.com, and download my free personal branding blueprint for some of these tips and more insight. If you're on Instagram, you can just DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is Ramon Ray Smart Hustle, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Just DM me, Celebrity CEO, on Instagram. So build your email list. Number 7, this is what many people don't do so well. My other friend, Phil M. Jones, talked about this. His book, Exactly What to Say, he talks about this. One book he wrote many, many years ago. When was it? I don't know if there's a date here. I'm sure there's a date here somewhere, if I took the time to look for it. It's amazing. When you're live, you can never find what you're looking for. But Exactly What to Say, this book has been written X years ago. I'm sure if I unpacked how to find the date, it would be here somewhere. The point being, he said, always sell your book. You don't have to have a new book every year. This book he sold, he has a certification program, he has a podcast, it's a catalyst of his speaking. It goes huge. Exactly What to Say. So don't just do your book and say, hey, the launch is over, it's done. No, your book can sell and be a catalyst for the growth of your business forever and ever and ever. It can keep popping, add a sizzle to your marketing for the long term. If what I'm saying is speaking to you, if what I'm saying is helping you, if what I'm saying is making sense, do me a favor and let me know. And especially if you're watching me live, put in the comments, this is so good, or I needed this. Let me know if this is helping you. It could be like a good cup of Cafe Bustelo. Book marketing is powerful. But don't just have the book for one time. Let the book go on and on and on and on and be a foundation, a catalyst for your growth. Looks at my screen went a bit blurry there. Let me see what happens there. That's a little trick you can do if your screen goes blurry. Just take your hand and put it in front of the screen. Some of these self-auto-focus cameras try to get too smart and take you out of focus. Number 8, don't forget to do a pre-launch strategy and give a chapter or more away. Don't forget the book may cost you, especially if you self-publish it, $3, $4, $5. Is that not worth it? Getting one good email that you can nurture and market to forever and ever and ever and ever and ever? So focus on doing a pre-launch strategy for your book. Give a chapter away. Seth Godin did this, Dr. Keith. Thank you so much, Dr. Keith. Appreciate that. Come on now. Appreciate that. Hey, LaShawn, glad to have you here with us. So a pre-launch strategy, think about how you want to do your book. Think about how you can leverage the power of your book to grow your business. Do it strategically. Have a pre-launch. Use your book as a catalyst. My friend, Precious Williams, she did it more for her birthday party, but she's done it with her book and other things as well. And she's had events with her book, small little boutique events. It could be 30, 40, 50 people. It doesn't have to be 10,000 people, but these are your tribe. These are your inner circle people who you can invite as a reason to be at what you're doing to get your brand out. Number 9 is create a great landing page for the book. Give people a way to get the book. Give people a reason to get the book. Yes, you can send them to Amazon.com to fulfill the book and to buy the book eventually. Yes, but in the pre-launch, why not take them to a custom landing page where you can capture their email, where they can buy your book in bulk, where they can get to know you better in your bio, get to know who you are better, a custom landing page with your book name or more. Don't forget, you can buy multiple domain names. Multiple domain names you should buy for every chapter of the book, every book you have, every book you think you'll have, every book you have had. Create a good landing page. Websites are important, not just living on social media. LaShawn, what's your first book going to be about? What will it be about? I'd be curious to know. Deborah Williams, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. So a book is a catalyst for growth. This is why you should do a book. Number 10, don't forget to use the power of the U.S. Postal Service. Don't just have your book, buy it on Amazon, click here, use my affiliate link. No, what about mailing 50 copies, 20 copies, 100 copies to your perfect client? Mailing copies to people who you could influence them, influence their behavior, influence them to work with you. Mailing people a copy of the book. There's something about holding something in your hands, something about getting something in the mail, something tactical that you can feel, something about that just makes it feel special, something about it. So don't forget to leverage the power of the mail to send something to people. Video humanizes and personalizes your brand. Yes. And if you can't be there in person, next best thing you can do is send something in the mail. Behind me, I have boxes and boxes of friends and people who sent me things. Please don't mail me your books. I can't hold anymore, and I've stopped receiving things. But for the right campaign, the right market, a book can be a powerful, powerful source. My camera. Come on now. You got to keep going out of focus. Maybe I got to hold still. Number 11, mail book to your clients. I mentioned putting things in the mail in a campaign, but don't forget the key clients you have. Mail books to your clients. And then point number 12 is as a catalyst, is a way to bring people together. By the way, if you have questions, you have thoughts, let me know any way I can help you right now. Put it in there. Let me know I can help you take your business to the next level. Ask questions about personal branding, about marketing, about sales, about mindset. If you got those, we got about 7 minutes to go in the show. Feel free to let me know and I'll answer that question now. But point number 12 was bring people together. There is nothing like a smile on people's face when you bring them together around your book. Nothing like a smile on people's face when you bring people together. A book brings out the best of people. A book brings out a reason for people to want to engage with you. This is the power of book marketing. And many of you don't understand how powerful a book can be for your brand. You have a book inside you. You have a book that wants to be birthed, wants to be let out, but you're not letting it out. What will people think? How will they judge me? You won't know if you don't unleash your book. You won't know. Yes, it's about the book. Yes, it's about what people will read it, but there's so much more to books than what's inside the book. The book is a catalyst. The book is a tool for growth. This is the power of the book. To unlock and to unleash, yes, to help others. I've read many, many good books. I have the books on my shelf right here. Entrepreneurial Leap, Seth Godin's book, This is Marketing. Alexandria Carter's amazing book, Ask for More. Marie Forleo's book, Everything is Figureoutable. Of course, Mike McCallow's book, Profit First. Eric Thomas's book, You Owe You. Pamela Slim's book, The Widest Net. There's an amazing book that you all should get called The Like Switch. Amazing book, The Like Switch. About how to get people to know, like, and trust you. Book by my friend Marcus Sheridan. They ask, you answer. And I could go on and on and on and on. John Lee Dumas's book is a blueprint for podcast success. The Common Path to Uncommon Success. And I can go on and on and on with good books I've read over the years. Is it time for you to have your book? Or are you hiding? I invite you to listen to my campaign to stop hiding. Go to Stop Hiding Now, stophidingnow.com, stophidingnow.com to get some insights about how you can stop hiding and show up. There's somebody out there that needs to hear from you, somebody out there that needs to hear your brilliance, somebody out there who you could encourage. You don't know who that would be with your book. It could be somebody right around the corner. It could be somebody when you get off stage. You don't know who it can be, who can inspire you. You just don't know. But book publishing, book marketing is a powerful way to get your brand out there. Those of you who want to do a book and have never done a book, I challenge you, get your first book done in the next 6 months. I challenge you to do that. Those of you who've already written a book, have you marketed the book as well as you can? And I know the answer to that already is no. It's time for you to do better. Leverage your book. Those of you who've done well with your first book, maybe you should write a second book. But before you write a second book, have you maximized your first book all you can? Take it to the next level. Hey, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon, the Celebrity CEO Show. It's been great to be here with you. Great to serve. Some people... And I hope this episode has added value to your world. Book publishing is great. Getting the book written is half the battle. But the other half the battle that you must do to be a successful book publisher, a book author, is to market the book. Because if you market the book and nobody knows about it, it doesn't really matter. And remember, it's not necessarily about people reading the book per se. That's part of it. But it's about getting the book out there and leveraging it as a calling card to build your brand. Celebrity CEO was written in 2019. And it's still selling to this day. It's still selling. I get notified by my publisher still to this day. People are buying it. People show it to me at events. Ramon, Celebrity CEO, helped my business, helped my brand. Because in the book, I talk about that everybody deserves to be the celebrity CEO of their industry, the celebrity CEO of their marketplace, that they should stop hiding and be out there. Everybody, my name is Ramon. It's been great to be with you today, to serve with you today. I encourage you to be blessed. Be happy. It's a choice. Let somebody know that they matter to you, because I want you to know, Karen, I want you to know, Deborah, I want you to know, LaShawn, I want you to know, Dr. Keith, that you matter to me. And I'm glad you took the time to be here today, whether you're watching the show live or watching it on demand. I'm glad I can make a small difference in your world. Listen, be blessed, be well. Have an amazing rest of your day. And I hope tomorrow is a better day for you than even today was. Remember, go out and make a difference in the world, because we need people like you to stand up and show up and make the world a better place. Thanks for being here. Be blessed and have an amazing day. See you next time. Thanks so much.